The boy grabbed a handful of dirt and squeezed it tightly in his hand. Then he firmly said that the front was the best fishing spot. The other fishermen couldn't help laughing, because they thought there had never been any fish there, although his sister was a bit hesitant, but she still cast the fishing hook several times according to his instructions. This surprised everyone. A few minutes later, shadows of fish began to appear underwater. Everyone was stunned. Only then did they realize that the little boy had the ability to sense the flow of water in the lake. Actually, the little boy was a fishing master in his previous life, but he died in an accident when he fell into the water. Now he was reincarnated as a child and lived with his sister. Meanwhile, his uncle proposed a fishing competition to take the whole family fortune. If they lost, they had to hand it all over. The sister couldn't stand it anymore. The grandfather quickly organized the competition. The two uncles occupied the best spots in the lake. Everyone thought the siblings had no chance of winning, but the little boy closed his eyes and felt the surrounding environment. He murmured something. Then he told his sister that the best spot was in the corner. The adults laughed at him, because no one had caught any fish there for years. Even the sister reminded him that their father always said nothing could be caught there. But the little boy insisted that it would be different today. The sister reluctantly agreed, but after several attempts, there was still no fish biting the hook. As time passed, she wanted to change the spot, but the little boy stopped her immediately. Then he recited a strange spell. The sister immediately understood its meaning. Just when everyone was laughing at them, there were more and more fish in the water around them. Others thought it was just luck, because the little boy had little fishing experience. The sister asked him where he learned the spell. The little boy was about to answer, but at that moment, they caught a fish. Seeing it was a carp, everyone laughed even harder because this fish was only worth a few dollars, far less valuable than the wild fish caught by their cousin. Seeing the growing gap in value, the sister began to get nervous, but the little boy calmly asked her whether she wanted to catch a John carp or a salmon. After hearing her choice, he told her how to prepare the right bait, but the bait smelled very strong. She thought she had done it wrong, but the little boy told her that was the smell needed. At this time, the flow of the lake water changed. The little boy immediately sensed that the cousin would catch a John carp. Sure enough, the cousin caught one. The uncle excitedly thought he had already won. He demanded that the siblings hand over the inheritance. There were only 3 minutes left. The sister panicked. The little boy told her to calm down. He put his hand into the water and immediately felt something different. Seeing that they were about to cast the hook, others laughed at them mercilessly, saying it was too late to turn the situation around. After all, the other side had caught the most valuable fish in the lake. But the little boy replied confidently that he was going to catch a salmon, whose value was 100 times that of the John carp. If they caught it, the victory would be theirs. The uncle laughed even louder, saying it was impossible to catch a salmon from that lake. Even the sister began to doubt, but the little boy asked the sister to trust him. There was only 1 minute left. The little boy put his hand into the water again. He felt that the salmon had come to their area. Then he gave the order. The sister cast the fishing rod. The clock showed the last few seconds. Suddenly, everyone noticed that something strange was happening in the water.